Still in the news at this time, as President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration tenure comes to an end, there has been various assessments of his government's performances. Now, what lies ahead for the next administration seems to be the big question. News Central's Lekan Onabanjo tells us more.
President Muhammadu Buhari came into office in 2015 with a change mantra and a promise to revive the country's economy and tackle corruption and insecurity. The economy was heavily dependent on oil revenues, which accounted for a significant portion of the country's gross domestic product. This is a country with a population of over 200 million, regarded as Africa's largest economy, and Buhari's administration intended to diversify the economy and reduce reliance on oil revenue. In achieving this, the Buhari administration implemented policies such as the creation of the Presidential Economic Advisory Council and later the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. It launched initiatives such as the Agricultural Transformation Agenda, focusing on promoting agriculture and self-reliance in food production. The administration also launched various social intervention programs such as Empower, Conditional Cash Transfer, Homegrown School Feeding Program, Government Enterprises and Empowerment Program, and the Youth Entrepreneurship Support Program, amidst others. These were aimed at stimulating the economy to recovery while also alleviating poverty and creating jobs. Another achievement was the passage of the Petroleum Industry Act 2021 after several years of delay, and the rebranding of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The aim was to restructure the industry to make it more streamlined and transparent, increase investors' confidence, and lead to increased production and revenue. This administration also launched the National Gas Transportation Network Code and the Nigerian Gas Flare Commercialization Program, which were meant to tackle gas flaring, a declaration of a decade of gas till 2030, and grow gas demand at a compound annual rate of 16.6%. Despite the perceived successes of the Buhari administration, the Nigerian economy encountered significant challenges. First was the performance of Nigeria's oil GDP, which was minus 5.45 in 2015 when Buhari came into power. It rose to 4.69 in 2017, but dropped to minus 8.89 in 2020, and then minus 19.22 in 2022. This administration oversaw persistent fuel scarcity, incessant hike in fuel price, despite spending 11.7 trillion naira on subsidizing petroleum products, plunging Nigerians into untold hardship. It vowed to end fuel subsidy before May 29, 2023, but eventually rescinded, suspending the decision indefinitely. And then there was the 2016 recession, primarily attributed to the fall in oil prices and foreign exchange shortages. Then the COVID-19 pandemic, which resulted in another recession in 2020. The country's economic growth slowed, with a GDP growth rate of 0.51% in the first quarter of 2021. It, however, rose to 3.6% in 2022 and fluctuated between 3.2% and 2.9% in 2023, according to IMF and World Bank projections. Inflation rate also surged from 9.55% in December 2015, moving to double digits at 15.63% in December 2021. 21.34% in December 2022, it increased to 21.82% in January 2023, and further increased to 22.04% in March 2023, and now is at a 17-year peak at 22.22% in April 2023. Crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, insurgency, farmer headers clash, high unemployment rates, and social unrest led to the exodus of the youthful population under the Japa syndrome. This also exacerbated the negative economic indices, resulting in a significant decline in government revenues, budgetary constraints, and limited investments in critical sectors. Financial experts blamed this administration for securing loans from both local and international creditors and expending it on unprofitable ventures, with 96% of government revenue used to service debts and recurrent expenditure, further plunging the country into an unsustainable 77 trillion naira debt crisis, while also failing to fix any of the country's 4 refineries. October 2022, Nigeria introduced a central bank digital currency called e-Naira. And in the last quarter of 2022, the Naira itself was redesigned. This ushered in days of extreme hardship due to the corresponding cashless policy. As the current administration winds down, the focus has shifted to the next administration. The new government will need to reduce or write off the debt, renew interests in tackling corruption and improving security, as well as addressing the ongoing challenge of diversifying the economy and improving investors' confidence. The country has, however, identified some bright spots, such as opportunities for increased investment in technology, tap into the creative energy of its youth to drive growth, renewable energy, agriculture, as more infrastructural development takes off across the nation. Lekon Onobanjo, reporting for News Central.